This is Jordan Schlansky reporting to you from isolation in an undisclosed location.
Yo, what is up, y'all? Today I'm gonna show you how to make Marauda Pulverize bass, and it's not 100% the same. I feel like this was very hard to do. I got it as close as I possibly could. If you want to follow along, follow along. If not, it's up to you, man. This bass you can get from Patreon, like all my basses and tutorials. When I recreate something, it all goes to Patreon, so make sure you go and become a patron if you want this, other than following the tutorial. And yeah, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Go and get my newest Primal packs. They're all on Tentacle Sounds. The Primal bundle is a lot cheaper to get, and with that you have the Primal drum kit, the volume 1 and 2 of the Primal preset packs. So go and get that, check it out, you know. You never know, you might like it. And also follow me on Instagram to stay updated with me and my life. That's what I'm doing on Instagram mostly. I'm always on Instagram. And I'm gonna be 21 in a few days, so go and follow me on Instagram if you wanna see what I'm gonna be doing on my birthday. Alright, let's get started with this. First of all, you're gonna go and put this on FM from B, and it's here. Then it's gonna go on 40%. You know what I'm saying, like this. LFO on FM from B, and that's gonna be on -18. You know what I'm saying, like this. Alright, then level all the way down and LFO on the level, and it's just gonna go all the way up. Sub -2. Level is gonna go all the way down. LFO on the level, and that's gonna go on 82. Like that. Right, and now we can go and activate noise, and the atmosphere 52, that's what we need, and it's gonna be in organics. No, it's SOR actually. Alright, so atmosphere 52 and level all the way down, LFO on the level, and that's gonna go on 33 like this. That's all good. You want to put it on key track as well, and then the pitch is actually going to be like somewhere here. I'm gonna have to check that actually, because 41%. Alright, so let's just do it here really fast. 41%, and now we can move on to putting an LFO2 on the CRS, and we're gonna go and put this on basic shapes actually first of all, and you want to put it on the sine wave as it is, and we're gonna put this on 8 +8. So I'm just gonna try to select this like that, and then let me just check really fast again. -1 and -1, and this you want to shape like that. This LFO2, is that right? Yeah, and then E and V and 1/8. So E and V 1/8. This LFO2, I think we're gonna use it in the Matrix later on for master tune, but first let's go and focus on this. Oscillator B and basic shapes as well, and this will go on -1 as well, mademoiselle. -31, you know what I'm saying? -31.11 on this, and we're gonna go and put this on 8, the unison actually, and the one on the right as well, because I forgot to do that. Make it go like this again, and you're gonna put this on the triangle on number 2. Yeah, that's a sine wave actually. No, I don't know what this is actually called. Let's just say it's a diagonal line. So is that a diagonal line? Fuck, I don't know. Let's say it's a cross between a guy and a woman, right? Female, male, cross between them. I don't know. Extraterrestrial. Sync no window. And then you're gonna put that sync no window on 2.19. And LFO1 on sync, that's gonna go on -25. level all the way down because you're FMing from B, and LFO2 on this CRS, and that's gonna go on 16 like that. Alright, that's cool. And filter, we don't need the filter, which is a great thing. And now we can move on to the matrix, which is another important thing that we need to do, and select LFO2. Go here, click this global master tune, and you are gonna put this on -1. Oh shit. Right, like that. Yeah. And it's gotta go both ways, so make sure that you click this arrow until it goes both ways, left and right. It will probably come up automatically like this, so that's a great thing. Now we can move on to the effects, and first thing in the effects you want to do is hyperdimension. This is what the whole sound should sound like right now. If you play the note, which is A#2, that's what you're gonna get. So in the effects now, you're gonna put the mix on 28 of this hyperdimension, like that. Then we're gonna go and put the size on 8%. So yeah, like that. And then the freaking mix is gonna be on 8% as well. So that's very small things kind of going on here, very subtle things, and that's what I kind of did throughout the whole effects sections. And not all of the mixes of these effects are fully on. So now we're gonna go and put this on PRE diode 1, and you're gonna put 208, and actually go to HB, high pass filter, and you're gonna put this on 208 like that. This you're gonna go and put it on 2.1, and mix is all the way up here, and drive is just slightly lower. It's actually on, and let me just check that. Let me just double check that where the drive is. Alright, the drive is 19%. So we're gonna put this on 19 as well, so just to be super accurate. And we're gonna put LFO1 on this drive, and it's gonna go on 9. Right. And yeah, it should sound like this. So it gives it a little bit sizzle dizzle, which is what we want. Now we're gonna go and activate this chorus, which is gonna have the delay 1 on 7.0. Like fucking like shit. Alright, okay, there it is. And delay 2 is gonna be as it is. Depth is gonna be on like 1.7. Okay, and then the feed is gonna be on 73. You feel me? Like that. That's all we gotta do. 1830 on this. 1830. I'm just gonna type it in. Mix is gonna be on 60. And now we can activate the compressor. So multi-band on the compressor, highs 146. So here 146. You feel me? Oh shit! What? Okay, mids are gonna be on 140. Like that. Lows are gonna be on 100, and attack is gonna be on 12.4, like that. Release is gonna be on 143, like that. There you go. And then some gain, you want to put that motherfucker on like 5.2, 5, let's say dB. There you go. Some reverb as well, just to make it nice and moist. And the reverb, hold up, so I'm getting a little bit confused here. Yeah, reverb, you're gonna put the mix all the way down and put a LFO on it and put it on 9. You want it to modulate the mix of the reverb. Now some EQ. Pump that motherfucker like this. And we wanna make this sound pump fucking hard. Like we want this to pump real hard. So put this frequency all the way down. Put this bitch on frequency and 47 on this motherfucker. So dig it. There you go. And the Q as it is, leave it. And increase the highs. Like 6.3 dB will do. Okay. And put this LFO one on E and V. That was my fault. And we're gonna shape this LFO in a minute. And to shape it, actually, let's do it now, because then I'll forget. You want to make it look like this, and you have to be accurate with this line. So we're gonna make it look like this. Kind of like this almost. Like that. Give it like a little bump here, as it's shown here. And yeah, let's just lower this master volume a little bit. So that's what it should sound like now. And the filter is the Magic Sizzle Dizzle, the magic move, like Magic Mic XXL. You're gonna go and get a reverb, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna go and put this this cutoff on 28 Hertz. And there's gonna be a lot of post-processing as well, but let's do that first. 28 Hertz. 28 Hertz, and this is where all the changes happen, where all the mixing, where everything comes to life. This 45, and the drive we're gonna leave it as it is, so we can tell the drive to fuck off, and then the mix on 45. I feel like I'm that doctor from Powerpuff Girls that made them, you know. Now LFO on the mix, and it's gonna be on fucking 41. Fantastic. And then that's pretty much all you have to do in Serum. So this is what you should have now. And now the post-processing, I'm gonna turn this on. And as I said, this you can get from Patreon, like the whole project, the whole preset, without you having to follow this tutorial. But this is what it sounds like with the post-processing. And that's what makes the sound, mainly the post-processing now. So what we have here is firstly the compressor, and just copy the settings, you know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta get these attack on the 0.03 milliseconds, 27.7 milliseconds, and then just EQ. This one looks like this. Just copy these settings, as you see. Overdrive, it's got like these settings. These are the things you have to copy, these two bars. And then the multi-band compressor, 6.20 dB of gain, and copy this. And this is on A. You have to keep that in mind. My bad, I got burps. You gotta keep that in mind, it's on A. T looks like this, so it's only the middle, I think, and the low end that I changed. So copy this. And B, there's no changes, I think. Yeah, it's just T and A that I showed. EQ is looking like this again. There's a boost on 537 Hertz and at 2.97 dB. A bit of highs increased. Overdrive. Copy these two bars like this. Saturator, soft sine. And then I used Yeoman. And you can see these settings here, and the dry and wet is on 40, feedback 30, 277 high pass, and mod. And also copy these because I changed this as well. Then the overdrive is the last thing. Overdrive, again, copy these settings. Okay, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can get this from Patreon, as I said, and I hope you checked out my primal packs. Go and check them out.